So you're telling me John Carpenter directed this? Something I knew going in, by the way. John Carpenter directed this. Where? Just where? Sound like Sheldon. Where? Where did he direct this? I do not see it anywhere. No. This is John Carpenter's last film, and I clearly this was a paycheck movie. There was nothing. Even the effects by Greg Nicotero are nothing. There's nothing. And this movie is nothing. What is this? It's John Carpenter. I've been doing some John Carpenter movies this year. I haven't done Escape from LA yet, but I will eventually. But as of this recording, I should say, because what if I decide to do it in September sometime? Yeah. So the plot doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because nothing in this movie matters once they reveal what is really going on. Then nothing that happens in this movie actually happened, so it doesn't. There's no tension. Once you get the twist of what's going on, spoiler alert, it's identity. Remember that twist of that movie? How everybody in the movie was just all in this guy's head? That's what it is. So once that's revealed, he just went, so what was the point of this entire movie? Because nothing fucking happens in this movie. Here's what happens. Amber Heard gets arrested, gets taken to a mental hospital for burning down a house, which makes no sense. She's in this mental hospital. She meets the other girls. Something happens that will scare her, or she tries to escape. Pick one. It's either one. Either something scares her, she tells someone, she gets sedated, wakes up in the room the next day. She tries to escape, gets sedated, thrown in her room, then wakes up in the room the next day. Wash, rinse, repeat. Do it so many times, my arms are raw now. Constantly. And when the truth is revealed, it's like, so why didn't you tell her from the fucking beginning what was going on? Why did you wait till there was only one of them left? Answer, because it's a movie. You wouldn't have a movie otherwise. But I'm just saying. So like I said, we start with Amber Heard. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'm just going to basic stuff. Amber Heard, she plays Kristen. She burns down this house and then immediately is grabbed by what we think is police. And then she's taken to a mental hospital. And right away I'm like, why would you go to a mental hospital when burning down a house? Wouldn't you go to jail? Why is she in a mental hospital? And I'm sitting here during the first half of this thinking, why is she in this mental hospital? She's burning down a house. I don't get it. And she's meeting these other characters. Danielle Panabaker is there. And Lizzie Fonseca is there. There's supposed to be a little girl, but she looks 25, dressed like a little girl. I don't know. And then there's like a couple others. And they're like, oh, there used to be Tammy. She's in the beginning. She gets attacked. Who cares? Tammy used to be here and she's gone. And they revealed they got rid of her. Alice. No, Alice is gone. I don't think they explain what happened to her. She's just gone. And then we have Jared Harris, who plays the doctor here. And every time they talk to him, he's clearly doing everything he can to not say what's happening. He does try his hardest to give the smallest amount of information each and every fucking time. And it's annoying. One by one, this creature who we find out later is Alice is killing off these girls one by one. That's what it is. She's killing off these girls one by one in weird ways that have no gore whatsoever. Like, one chick takes it to the eye. Lindsay Fonseca's character gets it through the eye. No blood anywhere except for around the thing that she uses to stick it in there. And then, yes, I know it's explained later with the twist, but someone dies and their room's just empty now. It makes sense being that there's no one that none of this exists. But I'm also confused because, like, so Alice is in a mental hospital and all these are representations. So I'm assuming that what's actually happening is like Split, where you have it's Alice's body, but she's switching to different personalities, right? That's what it is. Because I'm sitting here watching this going, how is he talking to each of these people if they don't exist then? And I started to think, and I'm like, okay, so it has to be a thing where it's Alice's body, but it's different personalities talking through that body. But we're seeing it as they're actually people. So, yeah. Gets down to Amber Heard and Alice. And magically, now that we're down to the last two, Alice is now the good guy and Kristen's the bad guy because Kristen is the last of these personalities that needs to be taken down. So now she's the villain, and the person who's presented as the villain the entire fucking movie, we're told is no, this is the good one. This is the one you want. This is the one you want to win. So why was she represented as an evil fucking creature throughout the movie if she was the hero the whole time? It makes no sense. It's because they wanted to have that twist. And like I said, you could not tell me John Carpenter directed this. If you sat me down and we watched this, you didn't tell me who directed it. And at the end, he said, hey, by the way, John Carpenter directed this. I'd say, fuck you. No, he didn't. None of this is John Carpenter. There's no atmosphere anywhere. There's certainly no kind of score. You don't have to do any score. The score is nothing. Like I said, the effects are Greg Nicotero, but there's nothing there. And in the climax, for some fucking reason, there's a constant lightning storm that, good God, there must be the end of the world outside because I don't know what the hell all that lightning is for. Never has a movie made me so enraged like this that I just, because people, I've heard it before. This is his last film. There's a reason why. It's his worst one. Can't be anything worse. You know, people say this is his worst one. People thought it could be anything worse than Ghost of Mars. And I haven't seen Ghost of Mars, but I assume just because Ice Cube is in it, it's got to be better than this. This has to be his worst one. Has to be. There cannot be anything in his filmography worse than this. And I sat through the Invisible Man one, which wasn't bad. Because I had Chevy Chase. But it wasn't bad. But that was my least favorite till now. Yeah. I still haven't seen, like I said, Escape from LA or Ghost of Mars or Village of the Damned yet, or Starman, but this has to be. It's there's nothing here that screams out John Carpenter, right? You watch, like, you're telling me the guy who directed Halloween, The Thing, Prince of Darkness, fucking. I have to look. I'm sorry. Off the top of my head, I can't think when I'm angry. Fucking on the other pile in it. Escape from the Day Live, Christine, In the Mouth of Madness. You're telling me that this is the same guy? No, this is a guy who wanted a paycheck. He says, "Yeah, I need to make a movie. I need some money. Why not? Give me $20 million. I'll make this movie for you. Sure." This felt like they had everything done. Script was written out. Actors were cast. Everything is set up. And he just sat in his chair. Okay, action, do it. Give me direction. Just action, go. And just let them, maybe not go freewheeling, but they just went with the script. They gave any kind of big direction or nothing. I'll tell you what, though. Amber Heard's doing more emotion in this than she did in All the Girls Love Mandy Lane. No, this is unacceptable. It's a John Carpenter movie, okay? No. I cannot accept this. This is not, no. I'm sorry. One of the greatest horror directors of all time made this, right? Now, I know that Craven also had some bad ones that I haven't seen, right? Vampire Brooklyn is one that people point out. Some people say Deadly Friend, but from what I've seen of that looks like it might be interested in that one personally. But, nah, just this is no. Just no. No. And it's not even not worth your time. For the second time in this month, after not having any for a while, this movie can fly in hell, baby. Flames coming up. Yes. No. This was unacceptable. And I know this is 10 minutes. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to talk about this movie any more than that. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on this movie? Have you seen this piece of shit? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.